Are you trying to drag someone along the narrow road to following God? Why bother? When I met my wife, Paulina, in Hawaii, we had completely opposite backgrounds. Her family was Ukrainian and my family was African American. Most of her family didn't accept me. I was always available to meet her mom, and so excited to meet her brothers. But the truth is, they had their mind set on not accepting me. No matter how much they tried to fake it, I could tell that they didn't see me as family. One day, I was telling this same story to a gentleman, and he told me that I should keep trying to convince them that I was worthy of their acceptance. He told me, "That's what Jesus would do, keep trying." The thing is, I've never lacked confidence in who I was, and especially not after giving my life to Jesus Christ. Anyone in my family can tell you, I usually make decisions without taking their opinions into consideration. So, after trying time and time again to meet Paulina's mom, I finally came to the conclusion. Why bother? The sad truth is, as Christians, this is the way we present the gospel. We beg and plead and try and convince people to accept it even though people show us over and over again that they don't care about God. Thus, a question arises. Are we trying to convince these people because we, ourselves, aren't convinced? Because the truth is, when you know who you really are and what you believe, someone choosing to believe the opposite of you doesn't bother you. Jesus told his disciples that whenever people reject them, to knock the dust off their feet and cut all ties with them. But most Christians spend their time trying to convince others to follow God. Jesus says in Matthew chapter 10, "Whoever does not welcome you, nor listen to your message, as you leave that house or city, shake the dust of it off your feet in contempt, breaking all ties." The truth is, if we are actually following God ourselves, we don't have time to convince or beg anyone else to follow him. Once you understand that even the righteous barely make it into heaven, you won't feel the need to drag anyone along, because you will realize even your own salvation is at risk. 1 Peter chapter 4 says, "And if the righteous are barely saved, what will become of the godless and wicked?" The truth is, if you are claiming to be a follower of God, and still have time to drag someone along, it's only because you aren't truly following God yourself. So, the question of the day is, if the road to heaven is narrow and very difficult, why do you still have the energy to drag someone else along? Matthew chapter 7 says, "But small is the gate and narrow and difficult to travel is the path that leads the way to everlasting life, and there are few who find it."